So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 62 of our Portsmouth career mode. And as you can see, we are going to be kicking off this episode with an away game up against West Ham. So it's not going to be the easiest for challenges, but then looking at it on paper, we're currently sitting third in the Premier League table. So for them, it's going to be a really big game, but we have made a shock decision for this game. We've decided to drop Bergwijn and bring in Jesus, even though Jesus hasn't been on the greatest of forms. We've decided to put him in, and we might have to change Jesus and Kishner around, because I'd also like to try Kishner up top, because he might be able to cause a few problems like he did in the previous game where he scored a fantastic free kick for us. Really good chance for West Ham here. Lanzini's on the ball. Lanzini plays the ball through to Enner Valencia. Enner Valencia takes on our man and Shiplock with a really good save there, low down to his left-hand side. And that is the reason why I really don't want to sell him. But it looks like we are going to be forced into selling him because he's saying to us he wants to leave. But we've got the ball with Nori here. Nori back out wide to Jesus. Jesus going to try and thread the ball through to Kishner. And it doesn't look like he can thread it through. But Kishner has actually stayed on the ground. Or it might be Jesus actually. Jesus on the ground. I'm hoping it's not a serious injury. Kingsley Coman plays ball out wide to Jesus here. Jesus' ball rolled past O'Brien. He's going to keep on going with a fake shot inside. Can he find the back of the net? He strikes it. And it's a really good save from the West Ham goalkeeper to deny us from getting the goal, which would in fact put us 1-0 up in the game. But we are going to take the short corner. Kingsley Coman's going to play the ball to Jesus. Jesus with a good first time touch. He strikes it with his left boot. And that is inches wide of the post. Another good chance for us here. Nori's on the ball. Nori's going to play the ball through to Jesus. It's a really good ball through to him. Jesus runs past everyone. He strikes it. It's a really good block. Can Nori win the header? Yes, he can. It comes back to Jesus. Jesus with the acrobatic finish. And once again, Spiegel with a really good save to deny us. But Jesus won the ball back. We've got the ball to Nori. Nori's going to strike it from range. It's a good strike. It goes up in the air from Winston Reid's challenge. And we just cannot seem to find the back of the net. But we are completely dominating the first half. We whip the ball into Joe Gomez. He gets a good header on it. And this time I think the referee will blow the final whistle. Or the final whistle will blow the half-time whistle to end a very, very interesting first half. Nori on the ball. Nori's going to play the ball out wide to Hachin Mastor, which he has done. Hachin Mastor is going to try and cut inside, which he does do fantastically. He keeps on going. He tries the Ronaldo chop back inside. He gets red, but it comes back to O'Brien. We play the ball to Nori. Nori out wide to Kishner. Kishner to hit it first time. It's a good shot, but once again, it's a good block by the West Ham defenders. But we've got the ball once again. Ruben Loftus-Cheek playing the ball through to Nori. Nori tries to take on his man, and we are really struggling to create clear-cut chances, but Kishner's on the ball again. Kishner plays the ball through to Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman this time does turn. Winston Reid strikes it, and Spiegel once again with a really good save. And West Ham have been given a penalty. Hachin Mastor dives in, and that was my fault. There's only one to blame, it's me. And how did he get sent off for that? That is never a red card. He cuts inside, it completely catches me off guard. I slide in, and it's like 10 minutes after the impact, the referee blows the whistle to give a penalty. As you can see from the replay, Hachin Mastor does go to ground when the ball's not there, but still, that is not a red card in my eyes. The referee's pointing to the spot, and it's going to be Shiplock up against their captain, Mark Noble. Can we save the penalty? We go the right way, but what a fantastic penalty right into the top-hand corner. And now we find ourselves 1-0 down, and a man down as well. Good chance for us to break here with Kishner here. Kishner with a lovely ball through to Jesus. Can Jesus get there in time? He does get there, but the goalkeeper plays the ball off of Jesus, and it trickles out wide for a goal kick. But just with 15 minutes left to play, we are going to make some substitutions. We are going to put Kishner on up top. At the cam roll, we will be bringing on Bergwijn, and on the right, we can bring on Bailey instead of Jesus. And I think, do we take Ruben Loftus-Cheek off? We're actually going to really risk it now. We're going to have no centre defensive midfielder, but we're going to take Loftus-Cheek off, and we're going to bring Manu Garcia on. So it's going to be a real tough test for us. I'm hoping our risk is going to pay off. And that's it. Enner Valencia has won the header above Joe Gomez. And in theory, Joe Gomez should be winning that battle every single day of the week. He's got to be jumping higher than Enner Valencia. Enner Valencia is not the tallest striker in the world, but I think it was such a good ball in. Joe Gomez was running backwards. He couldn't get his balance right. He pretty much falls over in the end, and I think he should be winning that header, but Valencia just wants it more than him, and he has a head in at the far post, And that's it now. Game, set and match. It looks like we're going to lose this game 2-0. Win the ball back here through Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman's on the ball. Can we try and get a consolation goal for ourselves? We play the ball through, or try and play the ball through to Manu Garcia, but we get lucky. It comes out to Coman. Coman strikes it, and that just sums up our game. A very poor performance from us, and I think the only person trying to create something was in fact Kishner. He played decent, to be honest. He wasn't that bad. Nori also played quite well, but still, it's not a good performance. As you see there, it's not good enough when you got 3 players in the 4 ratings. So I'd actually give Nori my man of the match. Nori and Kishner, they tried to do something, but Nori was the only one trying to actually do something to try and get a goal for us. But we did actually have a lot more shots than West Ham, but we just couldn't seem to find the back of the net. So now we're going to move into the second game of the episode, which is going to be away from home up against Crystal Palace. So it is going to be a difficult game for us, but I'm hoping we can try and come out on top and try and bounce back from our loss up against West Ham at the Boleyn Ground. So we have had to make a few changes for this one. Kishner has moved up top. Manu Garcia is moved into the right attacking mid-role. On the left attacking mid-role, we've got Bergwijn, and obviously Mastor can't play this game as he got sent off in the previous one. They've been played through with Balassi here. Balassi's one-on with our goalkeeper. He strikes it and shiplock with a really good save that at his near post to deny Yannick Balassi, the player who we were actually going to go ahead and buy, but decided not to, as we ended up picking up another player. But we get the ball here through shiplock. We play the ball out wide through Bergwijn. Bergwijn through to Kishner. Kishner is 2-on-1 here. Can we play the ball back through to Kishner? Kishner will be through, and Kingsley Coman can't get the ball through to him in time. And that is where it lets us down. We get really good opportunities, but we cannot take them. Kishner's trying to create a moment of magic, plays the ball to Ruben. Ruben's going to strike it from range. It gets a block on it, and with just 5 minutes left to play, it looks like we're going to go yet another game without scoring, but we are going to take the short corner. It's going to come out wide to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek on his left boot strikes it, and he hits the top of the crossbar, and it goes out wide for a goal kick. How close are we going to come to breaking the deadlock? We just cannot score. That's our main problem. Our defending isn't too bad. We just cannot seem to score. So the referee blows the final whistle, and we end up drawing yet another game. So we pick up a very not the best performance, in all honesty. My man of the match probably goes to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He did play pretty well in that game. He nearly scored a goal for us right at the very end as well. But as you see there, we only had 2 shots on target throughout the whole game. And if we want to be winning games, that's not good enough. So for our third and final game, I've decided to go back to our normal formation which we were using beforehand. So Nori, Mastor and Loftus-Cheek will be running the front line. And let's see if Bergwijn and Kishner on the wings, and with just one striker up top, can try and get us a few more goals, because we're really struggling to find the back of the net. So we have got the last game, which is going to be at home up against Bournemouth. So in theory, we should be scoring quite a few goals against Bournemouth, because Bournemouth's defence isn't going to be the best. And we get awarded a penalty. Bergwijn has won us a penalty 20 minutes into the game. Bournemouth's captain hacks him down. Bournemouth gets out just before him. As you see there, he misjudges his challenge. He gets the slightest of touches on the ball, but the referee pointed to the penalty spot, and it's going to be Kingsley Coman up against Jay Sarr. Surely we're going to find the back of the net, and that just sums up our previous few episodes, doesn't it? We've missed a penalty with Kingsley Coman. The goalkeeper goes the right way, has a really good hand on it, and we can't even score from the penalty spot. Oh, Bergwijn. Bergwijn, this guy who has gone so long without scoring, has now scored in the 30th minute of the game. He's by clear having the best game so far this series, so far this season I'd be saying, because he cuts inside from the right hand side, and what a finish this is. He's a long way out, and he manages to curl the ball right into the top hand corner from there, and he picks up his first goal so far this season, and we're nearly in January, so that just proves how bad a form he's been in. But hopefully that could be a turning point for him, and he is by far trying to pick up the team all on his own this game. Hachi Mastor going all the way here. He's taken on everyone. Can he cut back inside? And that was lovely from him, but he goes the wrong way. And I do the skill move the actual wrong way. So in theory, that was my fault. I could have played the ball through to Ricardo Kishner, and we probably could have picked up our second of the game. And that's why we're actually not scoring so many goals. But we've got the ball with Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman's tried to make up for the error. He actually missed the penalty. But his shot is blocked. Another good ball through to Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman is on his left boot. He strikes it. And the goalkeeper tips the ball over the crossbar as we nearly double our lead before the half-time break. But we are going to try the short corner here. Coman's going to find Hachi Mastor. Mastor's to play the ball back to Nori. Nori with a good first-time touch strikes it. And Nori has doubled our lead with an absolute wonderful strike there in the 45th minute. Just seconds before the referee was going to blow for the full-time, for the half-time whistle. And as you can see, I decided to mix it up a little bit. Kingsley Coman takes a short corner. It comes to Hachi Mastor. He plays a good ball through to Nori. He takes a good first touch. And what about that for a finish? Right into top hand corner. Sart with no chance. And Abdelhak Nori scores his third goal. And we have scored 2 goals in the game. That is unlikely for us. Good chance for Bournemouth here. They got the ball with Matt Ritchie. Matt Ritchie plays the ball to Tomlin. And Tomlin's strike clips the top of the crossbar and goes out wide for a goal kick. But it is going to be time to make some substitutions now, as a lot of our players are starting to show fatigue. So I think Mastor can come off and we're going to bring Garcia on. We're going to take... what do? We're going to put Coman out wide onto the left. We're going to bring... We're going to bring Bailey on up top, and at cam, we're going to bring on Jesus. Let's see if them 3 new players, and especially the 2 front men, can try and give a little bit more speed up top, and obviously try and pick us up a 3rd goal. A lovely ball through to Jesus here. Jesus surely is going to find the back of the net. He's going to try and thread the ball across the face of goal. Manu Garcia to have a tap in. And Manu Garcia is not going to miss from there. And this is right, guys. We've now scored 3 goals in 1 game. So that, for me, is actually a big achievement because we're really struggling to score goals. And I think the problem might have been our formation. Since we've changed our formation back to what it was, I know you guys don't seem to be too fond of this formation. But I like it. I'm scoring goals with it. And if I score goals with it, that is the main thing, because basically it doesn't matter whether you play better than the other team, whether you have more possession. The most important stat is the goals, and if you score more goals than the other team, you're going to win the game. And we have now scored 3 goals and conceded 0, so a fantastic result for us there. My man of the match goes to Nori, as well as also another good player for us was Bergwijn. He played very well. So now it's time for a little bit more player training. As you can see here, these are the 5 players we got on. Bergwijn, Loftus-Cheek, Dahoud, Garcia and Mastor. And we are hoping that one of them can start to increase a little bit more. And Dahoud is a really good player, but the problem is we can't get him into the squad because we're not going to be removing Loftus-Cheek to get him in there. But the next game of the season is actually up against Aston Villa. And we are going to be playing our second team lineup because it was close to the previous game. So as you can see, we are going to be playing our second team lineup. As then, 2 days later, we got a game up against Chelsea, so that'd be a very difficult game for us. But that is going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be hugely appreciated. And I really hope next time, very soon, for the next episode of the Portsmouth Career Mode. Thank you. Bye bye.